from the audience. I'm going to be pointing at you guys. While I'm pointing at you, you're telling the story. We're going to be building it collaboratively, the four of you. As soon as I take my hand away, I'm going to point at someone else, and they're going to pick up exactly where you left off. So in order to get started, from the audience, can I get the name of a story you've never heard before, but maybe always wanted to? Everyone's heard all the stories they want?
The story of Furious George.
The story of Furious George. Alright, there's a lot of chord happening. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so this is going to be the story of Furious George. Alright, you guys ready?
Yeah!
My friend George Orwell had a troubling childhood.
His name was actually Eric Arthur Blair.
The man with a yellow hat, too. Did not like him.
Yeah, and he got furious with it because he didn't like the fucking hat. You know, I mean, his hat was bigger than it fit his head.
His father had disowned him when he was very young, and he had been adopted by the so-called man in the yellow hat, who was a very abusive, emotional eater.
Alright, so we learned a lot in this chapter. We can understand maybe why he's so furious about this hat if he's been adopted by somebody who was abusive, who wore a yellow hat. So we know a lot now. So what we're going to do now is from this point onward, it's going to be an elimination round. Ooh. So if you think there's something that doesn't make sense and with the story that's been going so far, if you repeat, if you don't stop talking when I pull my hand away, we can call them out. And so the way we're going to do that is we're going to clap our hands twice and say they're out of there. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Out of there. Andy. All right, this is, what was the story called? The story of
Furious George.
Furious George, and this is chapter 2. Players, are you ready?
Yeah. Furious George was a monkey, man. He climbed from tree to tree, ravenously throughout the jungle, trying to
Talk to anyone who would listen. His best friend was named Tarzan.
the monkey man. And he rolled around with Tarzan, expressing joy because he had found a friend.
But the friendship was developed underneath it. There was a big rock of hatred because when Tarzan fell in love with a woman named
Jane. Tarzan fell in love with Jane. The furious monkey was also in love with Jane. They were both